chest.
You just get punched, and how long does it last? Like what? Like
This was like 2 months of non-stop headaches.
Jesus.
that's not worth it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
For like 10 minutes on a live stream, it's like,
Yeah,
is it really worth it? Like,
And it's dangerous because so many people are into the creator boxing scene now, and we
Yeah.
don't really know how fucked up everyone's going to be. Because with professional fighters, it's when they're 50 or 60, they just can't speak.
And we
Yeah.
we haven't had like a proper debilitating injury yet, and I'm sure one's gonna happen. Some creators gonna get like messed up forever. Like
isn't it when you get one concussion, getting a second one is way easier?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just like a cycle. And I guess because everyone's not really a professional fighter, which what the fuck even is a professional fighter? Just someone who's been concussed 100 times. It seems pretty rough. I mean, some of the fights look pretty bad afterwards.
Yeah.
You see people who are pretty fucked up. You're like, oh god.
No.
Yeah, we were making videos like 2 days ago. Why are we doing this?
you already have a career. Like you're not trying to be a professional boxer.
Yeah, but it must have been some kind of like, fuck, I wish I could have fought in that there. I trained so hard.
That's the thing. It's real love-hate where it's like just the ultra competitiveness and unreal nature of it is just something else. Like it almost feels like it activates this kind of primal part of your brain. Like when I had it, it was just like no thoughts, just focusing on kill man, kill man, with this weird like part of your brain. And it's fun to be there for a bit.
How long did you train? How long did you train for the first Creator Clash?
I think I was training for like maybe 7 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of like the sparring was terrifying. Like doing like because I'd been in fights but never thrown a punch before that, where it was just like mates being dickheads in a bar and then but it was always like the option was like if somemone's gonna punch me, you run away. But then having to stand in a ring and face this big guy that wants to punch you, who knows how to punch, is like the scariest thing.
How hard did you go in training compared to like the actual event itself? Because if you can get concussed in training, that you obviously are going pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, for me, because my fight, I didn't get punched. the training was much worse. Getting just punched over and over and over again.
You're like, oh, this is easy mode now.
7 was the first one. How long were you training for the chess boxing one?
That wasn't that long. It was like 3.5 months.
That's still a long time.
Yeah. It was great though. I love because I've never been an athlete. It is pretty nice to have that kind of regimented life, have like a big goal, and like have someone on the other side of the world who wants to beat the shit out of you. Like it's such a good motivator to do anything. I want to get Myth to beat me up just for
fun.
cleaning my room or learning the clarinet,
for making a video.
Oh yeah, I gotta make a video.
Would you guys ever do it?
Yeah.
No. Hell no.
Maybe.
I mean, after hearing these stories, hell no.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like a good excuse to get in shape.
Yeah.
Infernal? What are you doing here?
Same thing as you, I reckon. Trying to stay out of the shadows. Hold on. I know you. The weaponsmith, right? Drafted into the Blood War when your city was swallowed by Avernus. Not too different from my own story. Well done making it out alive.
Same to you. Though unless my senses deceive me, you brought a bit of the hells back with you. Infernal engine?
Who needs a heart when you've got one of these to keep you warm? Thank you, Zariel.
Forget warm. You're burning up. Might be burning out a piston ring. Or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Please do. I've been dying to find an infernal mechanic.
Now that's hot. Too hot. I think I could sort you out. But I'll need some infernal iron and a lot of luck.
Hey, soldier. We've got some infernal iron already. Let's give it to him, eh? Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Let me sleep on it. I just might be able to work something out. Hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. I'll need more infernal iron either way, though, so keep your eyes open. Take care.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Bring it on.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Making me sweat.
Still breathing, despite everything. Breathe deep and move.
No, incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. That's up to you. All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
Time to push my luck again.
Swift and lethal. My turn.
What am I going to do?
Close ranks.
Time to strike.
Smell blood.
Take you. Softer than a whisper. Let's see what you're hiding.
Fury. I am death. What's this?
I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
again, the biggest thing, the biggest reason.
Yeah, but you can do that without getting punched in the head as well.
Yeah, but like
you know?
sometimes,
It's just called going to the gym.
What better motivation is there than like the danger of getting hit in the fucking face? You know, that is the best motivator you can.
I've never been more motivated in my life.
And you don't want to be that guy who loses in the first round, right? Like that's a powerful motivator to get you to fucking train. I would have liked to have done it, but I have like a blood condition, so no one will allow me to. And also, I shouldn't because it'd be dumb.
Wait, you weren't training for the slap boxing that you did?
No, I just fucking went up and did that. That was like last minute.
Yeah, because it was meant to be XQC or something.
Oh yeah, you remember, right? Because
we were there, yeah.
Because I remember I was pissing and he's like, I don't know who I'll ask. I was like, I might ask Alex, and I was like, I don't mind doing it as well. Like I was like, oh sure. So that was all last minute.
But you were great. Like your stage presence up there, I was just like, he looks like this is WWE.
Investigate. Investigate you, to be specific. You may have talked your way out of this one, but there will...
I wish we had a bloody army.
They'll be back, and they'll...
Awesome.
You were both wearing suits. It was just like,
yeah. Well, that's very nice of you. Yeah, it was all fucking last minute. You know, just kind of was like, all right, let's do. So we were sitting together. Just drinking beers, and then suddenly the production comes up to me. He's like, "Are you ready?" I was like, "What?" Get ready 2 hours to go up. And I started shitting myself. Like, fuck! I came here to like hang out and just like have a good time and drink beers, and then I had to go up. But it was fun though. It was definitely a good time.
Yeah,
I didn't expect to go up at all. That was very unusual.
Since you were training for the chess boxing, because I talked to like a bunch of creators who were part of the chess boxing event, and there seemed to be a disparity between how much training you put into boxing versus how much people were putting into the chess aspect of things. Did you actually like practice any chess at all?
I love chess. Like
I've
been smashing chess since I was a kid. My dad's like a competitive chess guy. So like I've been.
Your dad's like 1400, isn't he?
Oh damn.
He's 17.
Oh wow.
I think.
1700, yeah.
He's a big guy. Well, in boxing, in chess, but,
just a big guy.
He beats you as well.
But,
So what's your plot of the queen?
that was my kind of secret weapon. I've been.
Right.
Well, Myth's chess was fucking awful.
Awful, yeah.
So
but
you would have easily won.
You could have won with a concussion, I think.
The best thing about that was hearing that Ludwig had lied to you about Myth, but then Ludwig had lied to Myth about you. Myth thought you were 6'1", and you're actually 6'3", and what you thought he was...
I thought he was shorter than he was, and I thought... So Ludwig told me that he was like almost like 10 kilograms lighter than he was.
Yeah, and then you both found out at the same time, and you're both like, what?
Like, we look at each other, we're like, wait a minute, who is this guy?
Oh my god.
Very funny.
So no more boxing?
I don't think so. I think I'm done unless there's someone that's just like a ridiculously easy opponent that I actually hate for some reason. I feel like boxing, if you actually hate someone, then you'd be like, well, there's a purpose here. But you hear boxers be like, oh, you want to box a friend? It's like, why do you want to give a friend a concussion? No, you should box someone you hate.
Yeah, a lot of those matches were like they're friends of each other. And it's like,
no, like me and Fitz, and I think that would have been like a fucked up fight. Like, because they're both lanky. He's like 6'6". I think it would have just been both of us being really badly.
But also, you guys are like in love with each other, which is like sucks. One of you is going to go less hard. One of you is not going to be able to be that angry.
You could do like they do in Bruno at the end.
We were talking about that.
Just start finishing.
Just start having sex. Actual sex on the thing. Feel like
oh my God.
In Florida as well.
Well, yeah, Great Clash is like super. I mean, they fucking sing the national anthem. Like half.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's fuck it.
Let's fuck.
Let's just start going at it. That's the pay-per-view would be worthwhile.
That would be.
You would steal the show.
Yeah, that would be.
Isn't it sponsored by Fansly or?
I think
it was.
So. Yeah.
Maybe something. That's a great, great pick.
Well, yeah, it was Fansly. Yeah.
Good way to launch our OnlyFans group.
Money's getting low. We got to fund it more. Let's get it out. Let's do it.
This episode is sponsored by Boxu.
Boxu delivers the experience.
Check it out. I found a snack box. AKSU.
Thank you very much, Boxing, for sponsoring us today. Back to the episode.
You've also made a lot of videos about guns in America as well. Both of you, right?
Yeah.
You did the one where you strapped an automatic gun to one of those dogs.
That was the most terrifying video I've ever seen.
And you did the video in the same ranch, kind of talking about guns and the politics of America and why people are obsessed with guns.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, there's a lot to unpack. Yeah. Where do we start? Okay, I'm curious. How the fuck did you get one of those dogs? And how did you convince someone to let you have a dog to put a gun on?
It was pretty funny because it was one of the
one of the Boston Dynamics.
This was
dogs.
like a rip-off version of that. It's still a good dog.
How is
a good boy?
He's a good boy.
How is there rip-off versions of that dog? That seems like such a specialized tech.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
crazy to think that there's a version
China
of it.
probably saw it and was like, we can do that for cheaper. It won't work as well, but we can do it for cheaper. But yeah, it was funny because I hit up the company, which is, I'm going to say their name because I find it funny to piss them off. Unitree. And I was like, oh, can I do this? I want to put a gun on it. And they're just like, first they were interested, and then when they heard the idea, just no response. Yeah. So then I tried contacting different people. No one wanted to, but I found a man who wanted to remain anonymous.
And in the video, you just named a random name.
Random man, and people were so pissed off. They're just like, you said anonymous, but you named him. It's like, it's a joke. Like, but yeah, and then this guy really liked the idea and really wanted to know what would happen. And he happened to be in the same place as in Texas as the guy that had the gun. So I was like, this is perfect. Yeah. So yeah, we got in contact with him, got the dog, and then went to Brandon Herrera's place, who's a big gun YouTuber.
I'd never heard of this guy until this
video. And then, you know, put a machine gun on the dog, and it was terrifying. There was no...
That was a bad video. Like that... Probably the most scared I've been.
That is so that you asked the most dangerous thing. That is the scariest thing I've ever done.
Because you were controlling the dog via like a little dinky.
It was the GoPro app, and the worst thing was that I was like, okay, safety, we're behind a mound, so if the dog flips over, we'll be safe. But the GoPro lost signal behind the mound, so I had to like stick my head up with the GoPro looking, and then when I saw it shoot, would have to dodge. But obviously you can't dodge a bullet, so it's like, if I turned towards me, it would have been too late. So it's like
the dog was so unstable with like a fully automatic weapon on top of it. So like anytime it would burst fire, the dog would just like flip,
its legs
around
would lift up, it would go and just run back.
Holy shit!
Yeah, because like how'd you go about testing that in a safe environment?
Yeah, we started with like one bullet in the magazine, single shot, but still it's really scary, just really scary. And that's like my videos are scary, but then being around something that's well designed to kill people, and then mucking around with that is just like something else. Like,
So why?
Well, I thought it would be like propose an idea to the Americans who seem very like willing to do anything else besides like gun control. It's like, let's do an American idea then of like machine gun on a robot dog to prevent school shootings. There's like,
oh my god,
it's like the political argument. Like whenever a school shooting happens, a lot of people are like, oh, we need more guns.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, what does that look like? Like,
let's do the extreme of that. Like, you know, robot dog in the classroom with a gun. Just kind of like, you know, just making fun of the whole thing. It's funny how annoyed Americans get at anything to do with taking guns away.
Did you get a lot of heat for that video?
Yeah, quite a lot of heat, which was
what a shocker.
I hadn't experienced that before, and I was kind of like.
And it's scarier than like the normal heat because all these people have guns. It's not just a random death threat. It's like, oh, by the way, you can also do it. Like,
this guy's not joking. And as well, some of them, because a lot of them were in America, but then I had some Australians hit me up and be like, you know, we've got guns here as well. And I was like, what? It's like, it's funny to piss someone off with a gun, and their response is like,
What do you bring? I require good. You can pass, but first you must pay.
that you have. You may pass the river, but first you must pay. Trick! No! Gold! I require gold! A trick! I trick! No! 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 I paid back.
I'm gonna shoot you. That's all I know.
You're making a great case for gun control here.
Did you get any threats or anything like that, or was it?
Yeah, a
just,
couple of death
oh my
threats
God.
and like
what? Like, how dare you put a gun on a dog? I'm gonna
yeah,
shoot you.
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah, just talking about gun rights and that kind of thing. Like,
Right.
And you at the same place had a video, kind of just more kind of political and introspective conversation with some of the people on this gun ranch
It's
or
hard,
whatever it is.
there's so many guns in America, and we're just kind of trying to work out like what the justification is. And like a lot of the time they push this thing where it's like we need guns to protect ourselves from like a tyrannical government, like there'll never be an evil government if we can defend ourselves. And then we're just kind of analyzing that, saying like, I don't know, America's got like crazy police, like the biggest prison population in the world, but like tyranny's already happening. Like, what are your guns? Like, the guns are just a hobby. Like,
and these guys that say they want to use their guns to protect from the government, they love the police. That was the main point of being like, you love the police.
Like,
if the police came over, you'd suck them off.
Yeah.
Like, you're not defending from them. What are you
You're not
talking
fighting
about?
these guys. Like, that's not why you have these guns.
They're your buddies. So it's just pointing out that they're more of a hobby.
It's just weird seeing it, and they're like so proud to show off like guns from like World War II, and they're like, this is a Nazi gun. It's like, why?
Why do you have this?
No one needs this. Like, how do you have this?
And it's funny when you get an obsession with Nazi stuff, because he was like, that's a bit weird.
It's like, why did you have to bring that into it? Yeah. What I want to know is how you went from like making political videos together to you kind of like doing I guess making death machines. Like, how did that come about?
So that was kind of like my whole life. I've just kind of
he's made death machines.
my whole life I'm really interested in. Yeah, it's not even a joke. It was just like at school, I was the kind of known as the guy that would blow things up. I remember,
oh my God.
like we would do like horrible things. Like, I don't know if I should be saying this, but like making letterbox bombs and like we'd go after school and do them. And then sometimes we'd put a letterbox bomb in someone's letterbox and then it wouldn't blow up. And then it was just like, it's like, is that the movie The Butterfly Effect?
Yeah.
That's the scene, and they're like, fuck, now there's this unexploded bomb in this old woman's letterbox. I'm like, do I run back and get it?
Wait,
and then
how powerful of a bomb are we talking about here?
What the fuck is a letterbox?
So it was because in Australia you can't buy fireworks or bombs. So I would make I don't know if I should say actually how to make the bomb.
Don't say how to make it.
Don't say how to make it.
Don't say how to make the bomb.
You thought money laundering.
What is this thing?
So it's just like basically it works.
It's like
It's
a
a
gas.
chemical reaction that makes a gas it's a pressure bomb. So instead of just like it's a gas that expands inside an enclosed space, and then when there's enough pressure to blow up.
Right.
This sounds fucking dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Is it like it's like when you put like the dry ice in the
It's exactly
kind
that.
of thing?
It's exactly that, but just with different chemicals.
Why the fuck were you doing and building these?
Because I just thought it was fun, and then
Big
it's
loud
like-
noises.
And I would muck around with thermite. I remember
How the fuck did you get thermite?
Wait,
you,
is that
just,
magnesium
you can just make it. It's just I don't know if I should say how to make it.
Don't say it either.
Yeah, but you can just make it. And then I remember I would tell people at school, and then we came up with the ideas of melting the school's gate together so that we couldn't get back into school or something. And then we did this. It didn't work. I just set the grass on fire. And, No, it's probably my school now finding out that I did this.
I got asked, do you have any background in like engineering or science?
No, none at all. Probably why I'm so bad at it.
That's the angle, right? People watch your channel to see you get hurt and like do things wrong.
Or probably to be inspired that like this guy that has no idea what he's doing, if he can make it, then maybe I can do something as well. You know?
You sound almost as insane as Nigel. Like Nile Red.
Yeah, Nile Red.
I think Nile Red's...
Nile Red actually knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, but he's willing to take more risk. Like,
he would talk about his childhood, and it was like, I just love.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to yours.
Yeah.
Just getting like farming the zinc from the batteries. And making,
Yeah,
I'm like, what
yeah.
the fuck is wrong? You're 10. Play games.
Yeah. He was telling us one time. Yeah, I almost set like a school on fire or something just because I was like fucking around. I was like, how did you get to that point? Have you ever had any bad almost accidents like growing up as a kid?
I feel like, I had a lot of accidents when I was a kid. A lot of always like cut fingers, like fucked up toes. My worst accidents were not from, or I had a pretty good one where I
pretty good one
with a spear gun where I was like mucking around with it as a child, and I didn't really know how to use things, and I strapped the spear gun down to a table. I don't know what I was trying to find out. But I didn't know spear guns had recoil. So I put my face really close to it, shot the spear gun, and it goes back into my mouth, split open my lip and my thing, and I remember just massive gash. But no, I think that's probably the worst injury I've had. So yeah.
Where did you grow up?
This was just in Sydney. Yeah.
But there's things to do in Sydney, right?
Apparently not.
Joe, can you attest to this?
Well, I mean, whereabouts in Sydney?
In the suburbs, like northern suburbs, like northwest suburbs of Sydney.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm from Northern Beaches.
Really?
Yeah. So and like, I'd never heard anyone of your magnitude like doing anything like that.
I can't believe you're making bombs.
Yeah. We did some pretty fucked up stuff in high school.
Yeah, I was bad.
You guys been friends since high school?
Yeah.
Since high school.
Oh, wow.
The thing is, like, before I met him, I wasn't doing anything. I was playing World of Warcraft. And it was like, let's
so let me take you into my world.
So you were the kid that every other parent was like, do not hang out.
Yeah, he was horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But God.
We had it as well. We used to play a game. Did we talk about sogging?
What the fuck?
Yeah, but I guess so. I was more auxiliary to that game. I never did the...
What the
Maybe
fuck
it's bad. I don't know.
There was a game called Sogging at school where like we had nothing to do. We probably did have things to do, but we
Definitely had
thought it'd be
things to do.
fun to go down
Definitely
to like
didn't do
the
that.
highway, and we would hide in the bushes and just throw various objects at cars.
Oh my God.
And then the police would come and would run away from the police, and this was like a every week thing.
We had one friend. We had one friend that every time he'd do a poo it's on like a napkin and then throw it at cars as they drove past.
That's what monkeys do.
Yeah. It's horrible.
And I still remember the expression. He threw it at a truck, and this truck driver came out. He was like, "How?" We just started chasing. I was screaming like, "You shit on our truck" or something. Yeah.
This is the worst thing ever.
This has really devolved.
Why would you do that?
To be fair, I didn't even really like it when we were doing it. I just wanted to have friends. I was like, I guess this is what you got to do.
This is what everyone's doing. Like,
WoW player discovers how to make friends.
yeah.
I guess this is how everyone makes friends in Australia, right? Just chuck poop
Throw
at
shit
truck.
together.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's kind of the origin of I Did a Thing.
Yeah.
You know, shit throwing to letterbox bombs to...
So you just wanted to okay, I want to bring this hobby of mine and just share it with the world on YouTube.
So the actual origin was the experience of that, and then Alexa and I made Boy Boy, and Alexa I think went to Serbia for a year or 6 months, and then
I was meant to be there for like a very short time, got into like a relationship and just ended up there forever, and I was like, I'm not waiting for this guy.
So then I was like, after the Boy and kind of realizing a bit of how much potential YouTube had, I was like, I think I can try this. I was like, what am I interested in? I was like making things and doing things, so I started that, and I think I was at it for like a year with relative success. I think I had 25,000 subscribers in the first year, and then the day after the first year, one of the videos caught on, and then just channel blew up, and then
which video was that?
I made a video called "How Dangerous Is a Metal Straw," which I tested just what a metal straw would do to a human head if you fell on it in your mouth. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
It goes straight through your head.
Yeah.
What was the first contraption that you made on YouTube then?
First contraption was probably a book that when you open it throws a throwing knife into your face.
Why on earth would you need that?
Well, I don't know how I came up with that idea. Just thinking of...
I mean, no one thinks of the ideas that you think of because no one should think of the ideas.
The trick is, Alex, you guys, not many people know this, Alex actually does not know how to read. And he's had a vendetta against books, and he's just trying to like pay back people who actually do know how to read.
Yeah, it was probably something like that in my head. Yeah. No, a lot of the ideas, I'm just like, out of context, I'm like, what does this look like? What is this? Do I look like a psychopath thinking of this idea? Like,
I think so.
The answer is
yes. What I'm learning from most of the science YouTubers is that there are like there are two science type YouTubers, or building or engineering, or whatever, like the unhinged type. And then like Mark Rober type. That are like, we're professional. We do things above board. And then you have, all right, let's just explode things. Let's figure it out. Let's make a gun out of tampons. Or
the worst thing is like they all come up with crazy things on their own, but when you get these science guys together, it's horrible. Like at the zoo, like we were staying at like an Airbnb with a bunch of them together, and you and Backyard Scientist, just pretty much destroyed the entire house. Like within 5 minutes, they caused this explosion in the backyard.
What? No, within 5 minutes, I had stabbed Kevin, Backyard Scientist.
What do you mean you stabbed Kevin?
By accident.
How did you stab him?
Because we were in the house and we were we hyped each other up, and the house had locked doors like every Airbnb does.
Right.
And we were like, oh, let's go lockpick all the doors and just go rummage through their possessions like fucking horrible people. And in the process of trying to lockpick, I was using a knife to shimmy the lock open. I slipped and just stabbed Kevin straight in the arm and just went straight through his thing, just hit his bone. And this was after 5 minutes, and we had this moment where we stopped and looked at each other and we're just like, why did we do this? Like, how did we get here? Like, how did I stab you, Kevin?
Yeah, I've got exactly the same brand of ADD. It's like, and then you enable each other.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like when you see like a dog looking into a mirror, and they're like, oh, this thing's like imitating me.
You're like, Kevin made Backyard Scientist. He made like his own rocket fuel.
Yeah, Kevin's
crazy,
like,
man.
Which is like, what?
Kevin's like the person I want to be in terms of like his level. Like, he's incredibly smart and just will hyper focus on something and just make ridiculous inventions. Like his Tesla coil that plays music and I've never been a spiritual man. When I saw that Tesla coil, I thought I saw God. Like it was crazy. Have you guys heard them play music?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And when you're in the same room as them, it does something where the air, I think, is charged. So you feel like your skin literally has goosebumps because there's static electricity, like pulling your hairs out of your body.
Yeah, I recently like played around with the Tesla coil because I was hanging out with this Japanese YouTuber who's basically the equivalent of what you do, but Japanese.
What's his name?
Sushi Ramen Ricky.
Yeah, I've watched him.
Yeah. So like he has a Tesla coil as well, and I went to his place to just hang out with him, make a video, and he was like, "Oh, let's try and cook marshmallows with a Tesla coil."
Nice.
And so we're just standing there holding this thing while this Tesla coil is just burning the shit out of this marshmallow. And yeah, as you said, like I felt my entire body just like get electrically charged, and I'm like, this is not safe. Like I should not be in this room right now.
Yeah.
Was this a homemade Tesla coil?
Yeah. He had like made a Tesla coil. And I was like, is this safe? And he's like, well, I'm not dead. And I'm like, that's not a guarantee at all.
That's not a good barometer considering if he doesn't know what he's doing with electricity, like you said.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of survival of the fittest, if he's lasted this long, that means there's a filter and he's passing it.
Yeah. Have you ever had to do any like studying for like, or just like upping your knowledge for whatever you're building?
I talk shit about myself a lot, but I have gotten a bit better at making things in terms of like welding and machining abilities.
Right.
It's nice in that now I can actually work with something, break it down and turn it into parts that are usable, and having the ability to like just turn metal into like bolts and threads and cut stuff is pretty cool because you can actually look at something and be like, whoa, I can make all the parts to this just with metal at home.
Right.
And then learning to weld is nice because it's just so strong. And it's actually, people talk shit about welding a lot. We're like, oh, you have to do it in this right way. It's like, no, you can just kind of get a stick and go like this, and it does just hold together. It's like it's nice.
Yeah, I just how'd you come up with your ideas for what you want to make or like your new videos? Because it's sometimes I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense, you know. I look at Michael Reeves and I'm like, okay, there's some logic. It's like batshit crazy logic, but there's some kind of logic. And sometimes I look at your videos, I'm like, what the fuck are you trying? what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to prove here?
I think it's usually starting from one place that's logical, like something will kind of spark a bit of like a question in my mind,
right?
Just something I've seen in the world or something someone says, and then you just kind of go from there. You write that idea down, and then you just twist it a little bit or tweak it. A lot of it comes from me thinking, oh, what would people on YouTube like? What's interesting? Like,
how can I put my life in danger in ways that are fun?
I feel your videos are kind of like the questions that like high people like ask each other, except you make it a reality.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of videos where both of you have been like, we should make this, and you're like, oh, this is a terrible idea. We should not do this. This is horrible.
Coming up with the boy ideas is fun because it's really like just like, I don't know, trying to push like political questions or things we're interested in, but you're like, oh, how can we turn that into a political video?
Yeah, like I saw you. I don't know if this ended up being a trend, but I saw you snuck into like an arms dealer convention or something.
It did get a bit of people doing the same thing.
We were talking about that, and we had a lot of people just make the exact same video.
Yeah, because I saw that one video, then my YouTube recommended was like, oh, I snuck into a security convention. I snuck into an X convention. I don't know.
It was very easy.
It was crazy when I was doing it. Yeah, it was so easy, but like I assumed that it wasn't going to work. I'm like, of course it's not going to work. Why would I be in there? And then apparently like no one checks it.
So what was the process of like sneaking into this convention?
Well, I mean, I was staking out the place quite a bit. I was thinking like, do I like jump the fence? Do I do this? And what I ended up doing was after the first day, all the kind of arms dealers had posted on Twitter being like, oh, I'm a fun day at the festival. And they had all their lanyards there. I'm like, okay, I know what the lanyard looks like. I'll kind of copy it. But for legal reasons, I couldn't copy it exactly because it's like fraud. So it was called Land Forces, and I just called it Fake Passes. And there's like a QR code on there. I just put on a random website, and I just walked in. And I think it's one of those like, and you get scanned, and no one checks anything, and you go straight through, and it's just like, I think the way it works, a lot of the security there are terrified of you because you're some like hotshot arms dealer. Like, you know, you're gonna get them fired if they hold you up too long. So it's just like
you could potentially work for Boeing. Like, you're not gonna say no.
So I think it's just like confidence is like the biggest part of it, and like it is creepy.
Looking like you belong.
Like
just walking.
I think the coffee's a big trick.
Coffee.
Like walking in with a coffee and a suit, like. People are going to be like, that man belongs here. He's late and he's grumpy and he's tired and he needs to be in a meeting.
It's like the modern day equivalent of the high vis.
It's exactly it. And it's like, no one's going to question you. Like,
and the coffee's also nice because you're terrified in there and you always want to shake. And when you're holding something, at least you got something to do with your hands.
Did you get any flack at all for doing that, or was it all just?
No, that was all fine. I think the nice thing about arms dealers is that like everyone hates them. There aren't a lot of people on the internet that are going into battle like, "Hey man, you're a bit
that's harsh on the arms dealers." Come on.
That was an easier one.
Welcome to this sponsored segment brought to you by Cash App. I would like to remind you for a moment that I am a gamer. And what does a gamer need? That's right, experience. And Google Play Store using our link in the description down below. With no hidden fees and a free-to-order debit card, it feels like a cheat code for your finances. Back to the episode.
All right, so you've learned how to launder money, how to get in any convention. Is there any other life hacks you've learned from making your videos?
What have we done?
What's something that like you've figured out through your videos that you're like, this is fucked, but it's commonplace?
The money laundering. Obviously that one. I don't know.
I'm blanking now. I forgot every video I've done.
I'm trying to remember the videos you've done. I'm trying to go through my head. I think I've watched all of them, or most of them.
I think a big thing from Boy is just how easy it is to lie as any kind of media company, or what's considered like a fact.
Yeah.
That when you actually look into, you're like, there's no real information.
There's nothing behind this.
Nothing behind it, and people don't realize that whenever they're hearing a story, there's an agenda behind it. It doesn't matter which country's saying it. There's always something like that. So it's like,
I mean, it's because like objective news is boring. You know, it's boring, and people don't want to read it and engage with it a lot of times. So you need to like, I guess, spice it up. And we do the same things as YouTubers because we need to like sensationalize our thumbnails and titles as much as possible. Yeah.
Was there any concern with when you were making videos about like maybe Australian politics? Because you know, like Friendly Geordies, right? Do you guys know who this channel is?
Yeah.
He covers a bunch of Australian politics and the kind of the corruption and stuff going on. They firebombed his house. Discussing. Well, you don't know who, right? But there's some good ideas about who it probably was. But yeah, I mean, the dude got his house. They tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of like, hey, maybe we should, maybe not?
So we did our money laundering video with him. He was like the original guy who exposed it.
Yeah.
And like potentially they firebombed him because of it. I don't know. Like, can't say who did it.
So the firebombing happened. So we filmed. The timeline was we filmed with him.
Right.
Then 2 days later, before we released the video, he was firebombed. Yeah. And then we had to make the decision. I was really scared. Where I was like, because parts of my
it was just before Christmas, and your gift to me was a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, and to my mum was a fire extinguisher as well. I gave her as a gift, and she was so chill about it. She was like, "Oh, thank you. This is great. I'll hang it up in the shoe cupboard." I was like, "Do you know why I'm? This is in case organized crime burns your house down." It's like,
no, it was quite scary. Like,
but I think it's we were lucky that Friendly Geordies exposed it first. Took the heat, hopefully, literally. And then we were just like, it's happened now. Are they going to firebomb another YouTuber? That's kind of lame. That's old news,
But he was so lucky as well because like he was meant to die, like because he was meant to be there, and he's someone organized that he like forgot his keys and he had to go stay at a friend's house.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's insane. Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the thought that a YouTuber could be killed or murdered for just talking about fucking politics is so crazy. We've got to that point where the YouTuber has that much influence that it would be a problem for people, right?
Honestly, I think what it is that like journalists aren't doing their jobs. Like no one's reporting on this, so the only one who is this YouTuber. So he's the one that's gonna get fucked.
I guess because there's so much, with a lot of journalism, there's a lot of money that is influence going on, right? And the only people who really don't have any someone to answer to is just a random YouTuber. It's like, oh, fuck my Patreon, and it's like, oh, hey, all right, this is weird. Like this is weird that it's come to this where only independent journalists can kind of really go after this stuff and afford to.
Although to be fair, after the firebombing, I think his subscriber count like doubled.
Oh yeah, went up.
So
he got like 400.
I fucking hope so.
I reckon he did it to himself. It
was a little suspicious. Right? It was a good video. I watched this video where he was like, "Who firebombed Friendly Geordies?" It was a great video.
Yeah,
it was a really good video. It was all laid out about. It was really interesting stuff.
He's a very impressive man. Like I don't understand if I got firebombed. It would probably end my career. I'd probably stop. He's just like so determined. It's very impressive.
Yeah, because he also had like one of his producers got arrested. Right?
Yeah,
oh my God,
yeah. This was like a whole big thing as well, like a year ago or something, right? Where I'm not too familiar with it, but it was kind of a crazy thing where he was reporting, making videos about a prominent political figure, and then they got like the terrorism or special terrorism unit to
the fixated persons unit.
To arrest his like producer.
So bad.
It's just like, what the fuck is this?
It's just the funniest response when what you're doing is pointing out corruption, and then in order to fight back, like we're going to do the most corrupt thing to you right now.
I'll show you corruption. Thank you. You've proved our point.
I mean, it's really impressive that. I mean, it seems that a lot of Aussie creators, no matter what gets thrown their way, they're just like, fuck it.
That's just the Aussie way, right?
It's like a very Aussie response. You're like, your life, they're trying to ruin your life. You're like, I'll just do it more. I'll make another tampon.
Well, that was kind of my reaction with the tampon gun.
When they raided your house, you got the call while we were making another gun video.
Yeah, I was making a gun video, and then they got the call from my mum that the police were there searching for the gun, and she was like, can you come home? And I was like, no, I'm filming a video with a gun at the moment, so get back to you. And she was like, she thought it was because of the current video I was filming, and it was so funny that the best thing was the police arrived at the door. They asked my mum. They were just like, oh, we're here because of a video Alex has made. And then my mum just starts listing the videos that it could possibly be. She's like, is it this one? Is it this one? They were just like, nope. Nope. Yep, it's that one.
So it can't be the 10 one.
Yeah. Surely not. Like,
those police played it so well because they were kind of like someone for your mum to vent to. Like they were like, my crazy son is always doing all these horrible things.
Yeah. And I told her as well. I was like, Mum, you don't have to tell. Like, the police ask you questions, you can remain silent. And as soon as I said that, she was like, don't you fucking tell me to be silent. Like, if you don't tell me what to say, like, if you do, I want to say whatever I want. And I was like, sorry, just please, you dob me and then take me.
I was gonna say, like, to be a mother to you.
Yeah.
Like she'd have you.
It's pretty bad. Like the amount of like when I was helping her.
Not to be rude, right?
Yeah, no, it's completely true. Yeah, that's very reasonable. Just the amount of things to fix in that house that was just like, I don't even remember I shot through that wall. I was like, what?
Because you just shoot through walls in your window, and I'm like, how? My mum would beat me. she would kill me if I was firing holes.
The trick is you get a piece of paper, you put glue, and you put it on the wall, and then she finds out 3 years later.
When she leans against the wall.
Does she just not watch the videos and you're just firing shit?
Yeah, she did watch them. And then
the thing is, you spent all your life kind of microdosing her on dangerous things. Like, and at least now you're making money from it, so it's kind of like, I guess my son's got a job. Like he's
What does your mum think about all this shit?
Well, I'm lucky that my mum is very supportive of all of it and was kind of like, because she had a job that she hated. She was an accountant. Right. So I guess in her opinion, she was like, just be anything besides an accountant. Please.
So you went the literal opposite direction.
Yeah. And she was just...
So before you made this your job, how did your mum react to you fucking doing all this shit as a kid?
So I think as a kid, I was just hiding it a lot. Just trying to like...
That is the strat. That is the strat.
Sneaking out and doing it like after school. I would take days off, just would skip school to go do that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're fucking unhinged. You're just like actually crazy. Like, this is not normal.
But I'm making money from it, Connor. So
That's why it makes it okay now.
The bombs that I made as a kid was just the precursor to making money.
And being enabled by millions on the internet. Yeah.
He would have become famous either from YouTube or he would have just been a terrorist. Like, this is the storyline.
What if you were doing this, but you were 15 years younger? Like, he's like 15 years before. There was no YouTube as an outlet. You would have just been like, all right, guys.
ISIS.
You would have been the local, like, bomb dude.
I remember
one casual arson, you know?
I was talking to a guy that was in SWAT. I forgot what I was doing. I was doing some job before YouTube. And he said to me, he was just like, you remind me exactly of all the guys that get caught making meth. And I was like, that's probably what you do before YouTube.
Oh my god, that's like when we went to Nigel. Nigel was like that. Nigel was like, meth is rookie.
I've asked him so many times. I'm like, please, Nigel, like, make meth.
No.
You know how.
Yeah. It would be so easy for him. He could I made meth out of cotton candy, or like, he would. It would be so easy for him.
Well, when we asked him about it, he was like, no, it's too easy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
It's not exciting.
I'm gonna make uranium glass instead.
Yeah, he was talking about uranium and stuff. We were like, this sounds bad.
Yeah. And it also seems like you get the authorities calling you for like the weirdest things, because he got one called in him, like the government side, like looking into him for I think it's like a test tube or something, right?
It's like a specific type of tube that you would commonly use for making meth.
Yeah.
Really?
But it's like test tube and fucking tampon gun.
Yeah, it also sounds like the government doesn't, at least when Canada where he was, like the government doesn't regulate the really fucking crazy stuff. It's like, no one should be able to get this anyway.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of regulation around like uranium.
Yeah.
So it's like, who the fuck can get uranium? Like, you shouldn't be able to get it. So like, why? Like, they just didn't think about making rules. They're like, no one's going to enrich uranium.
No, but also you can't. Even if you get the uranium, you can't enrich it. It's like, I've looked into it.
That was one of your ideas. You want to make a...
I want us to do this video still.
Okay. All right, okay.
Uranium video.
There's got to have been a video where you were concerned, or you're like, this is too much.
I hate all of them.
Yeah,
I don't want him doing any videos.
Yeah. Like it's so ceiling fan one looked like terrifying.
Yeah, that was really bad. That's probably the one where it's the noise and the kind of like
scaring.
I don't know what it was, like the reverberation in the room of just like, and then just that getting faster.
It was like the dumbest thing ever, because you you had the ceiling fan with machetes that was spinning at only a speed that I can imagine that was so. And then as your defense, you just had this tiny piece of plywood.
And it was underneath the
And you were underneath it. And I'm like, this, even if it hit this, it's going to go right through it.
It would go right through it.
And I was like, what are you doing? Like, just stand in front of it and just go like, all right, let's see. My
logic was that because it was spinning at high speed and it was above me, it would almost be impossible. How does the blade get down?
It could bounce off something.
It could bounce, but then the speed would be taken out.
And I thought enough.
It would be a lot. But I was like, it would fly through one of the walls or the garage wall where my brothers were standing, not me. So.
I think Alex is like a living example of, what is it? Was it survivor bias? Or he's like, he's done all these things that should have killed him, and he just assumes that everything's safe now. It's just like,
oh my god!
Don't say this. I'm gonna die now.
I know you're gonna die.
There's got to be a point where you're like, Alex, no, this is bad.
I tell him every day.
Oh my
Please
god!
stop.
Has there ever been a video you came up with where it's just like, nah, this would actually kill me if I tried to do it?
Yeah, so after I made a video where I made a Jacob's ladder, which is where you got a bunch of microwave transformers, hook them together, and you create incredibly high voltage with high current.
You're doing it in parallel, right?
Yeah, you're doing it in parallel, and you're playing with a dumb amount of amps, so much that it would kill you instantly.
Well, yeah, amps is what kills you. Right?
Yeah, and then
I don't know.
And then I wanted to make some more videos with electricity. One of them was doing this thing. Forgotten the exact name now, but it's called like lithographic art. But it's basically
where like
take wood
and it goes like
create cool patterns. I wanted to do some cool versions of that. And then I was like, no, it's just not worth it.
How far did you get into the video before you're like?
I had made all of it except for actually doing the art, and I was like, no, it's not that interesting, and it's not worth the risk. So that's why it was kind of like, if it was interesting enough, I probably would have done it.
It didn't explode, so it's kind of interesting. You know, it doesn't go boom.
I think Boy though has some better examples of stuff where we're like, can we do this?
Yeah, because it's got. I mean, it's a different pressure. Right? Is this society? Is this acceptable in society? Will my body survive? You're constantly putting everything on the line.
Well, with Boy we had it. We were seriously considering going to Afghanistan to film with the Taliban.
That was. Hold the fucking. When?
Recently.
What the fuck?
As soon as America pulled out, we're like, no more war. This is the time.
Oh, you are insane.
We'll go talk to the Taliban, see what's happening there.
It's like, so what do you like?
Like every single country collectively, like, do not go to Afghanistan. We cannot help you if you go there.
That's what they said about North Korea, and so like it's
came back with a fresh cut.
I you can just tell the Taliban, hey, here's all my details.
Here's my resume.
I'm thinking about a week tour. Like, can I see the sites?
Can I get a haircut there?
Okay, so you were thinking about going to Afghanistan. What is the point where you're like, no, I'm good?
Literally a couple of weeks ago when a guy got kidnapped.
YouTubers got taken hostage by the Taliban.
Yeah.
That was when we're like...
Was it the British guy?
Yeah. I think British guy did not bowled in bankrupt.
No, he was Lord...
the guy who'd bought one of those. Okay, this dude was fucking weird.
He's a strange guy.
It's like a 4chan kid who he bought one of those shitty established title scam things and somehow actually managed to convince his bank to put Lord on it.
That's why he's Lord.
And then he went around actually like, because then his bank had done it. So it's really easy to get everyone else to recognize the Lord thing.
Yeah.
And then he went to Afghanistan and was vlogging. And then it was like a whole fucked situation. He was just unhinged. It was clear.
I am a Lord.
It was clearly.
Come to me, everybody.
But see, we do it in the non-unhinged.
Well,
we'd be the normal ones.
He clearly was just mental illness, just in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
just
he
vlogging
seemed a bit of like a psychotic episode turned into a YouTube.
Like attention. Like he clearly had needed some attention, and it took it to an extreme level. And he was just hanging around, like vlogging when he was with the Taliban.
Yeah, because he already had a video out, and we saw that, and we're like, "Oh, we can do this. This is easy." And then it turns out you can't.
You pushed it too far, and that's the thing. You don't know until you're there, and there's a lot of different factions and infighting, whatever.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
It's also like, what do you like? I mean, what would you get out of it? Like, what would you?
No, I don't think we.
Like,
Because it's not like we love the Taliban.
Oh, you don't like the
like, look, it's safe.
Are you actually getting anything out of this, or is it just because like you're like, this sounds stupid?
You know, it's just like, I don't know what we're getting out of it, but fuck
like, what's the angle?
Well, I think
we usually have
say vaguely like we have a lot of opinions on the war. Like, I think it's a horrible thing. And I guess just going there is like a gimmick, and then we got an excuse to talk about it.
A gimmick.
No, literally,
Go to
like
Afghanistan for a bit.
yeah, well, it's just a great YouTube thumbnail. Like, we joined the Taliban or something. And everyone's like, what? And then you watch it, and then you see like our whole spiel about the Afghan war, and then
but
trick people into listening.
Meanwhile, it's just on every fucking Sunday for Bald and Bankrupt.
Exactly.
Weird YouTuber,
well, he
dude.
went.
He's a
He went
fucking
to
he's a freak, dude. He's just weird.
So this YouTuber that got kidnapped, what happened? Is he still
I don't
kidnapped?
fucking know.
I think
It's
he
just-
might still be kidnapped.
Gone
Jesus.
silent.
How have I not heard about this?
I'd
No,
never.
he's
heard.
not. He's barely a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's
Boo! I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me? Of course I am. Now you're going to play with me or not? I don't know anyone called that. Don't ask me again. Now play with me. All right. I'll hide, and you seek. Find me, and you win. Then you lose. Get ready, and no cheating.
At the ready. But that'll fit in my pack.
There you are. You weren't supposed to find me. You weren't supposed to win. You're not my daddy. Don't tell me what to do. Let's play another game. I deserve a chance to even the score. Try to find me again, but my family will be looking for you at the same time, so don't get caught.
One day I'll catch a break. There's a friendly looking shadow. Just out of view. Can't give up. Not now.
got not many views. He
fell off.
How is this not a Charlie video at the very least? You know this.
Well, because I think when it's like that kind of character, it makes it worse when you give those kind of people. Yeah, you're enabling him if you're talking about what he's doing. Which I mean, we should, I mean, but it's like. It's one of those things that when you're, I guess it comes up and it's relevant now, but it's like you don't want to give this fucking dude attention because it's exactly what he fucking wants.
Yeah, and I think he was trying to push it. Like we make jokes. I think we still try to do things that are relatively safe. But he really did just push it a lot. Like, what did you want here? What was your end goal?
I think you can go to some of these countries if you have a local fixer and they're taking care of you. But I think he literally was just
fucking
show
he
up
was
there,
running around.
just going around doing whatever you want. I mean, a lot of the time you do need a fixer, which is the hard part.
Yeah.
Often YouTubers who do go to these places don't show that they have a fixer or are not kind of. They're like, oh yeah, I found this all out. Where it's like some dude has literally got you on a leash, being like, it's literally saving your life. Leave the dude alone. I've got money. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Aside from Afghanistan, has there been any other videos that
I just feel like you want to go to Warzone.
That's
the kind of vibe I'm getting.
There's a lot of those.
You're doing like real life journalism now, like straight up.
It's pretty. It's pretty cool. It's like you guys are really going out there and documenting this stuff, but also it's so sarcastic and so downplayed that it almost feels like this is unreal.
Well, I think that's the whole angle, because I don't know personally that, I mean, there are other people that do some kind of journalism, but like I just find it so boring. If you're not making jokes, it's like, who are you even? You're talking to people who are interested in the news, who already know all this shit. Like if you're making jokes, it's like you're actually talking to people who aren't going to listen to any of this, or like who wouldn't otherwise listen to any of this. But to answer your question, it's kind of sounds super dodgy, but there are places that we wanted to go that we still want to go that we can't talk about, because if we tell you, then we'll be stopped from going there. So,
there's somewhere we shouldn't even say that much.
Oh my god! Fucking Australian government, you're leaving. No, please just go to America. Go to a nice place.
Just go to Afghanistan, please.
Oh my god!
Like, how long until you guys want to watch this, man? That's
well, I found someone released on Twitter, someone that works at a security expo or something like that, or just worked in government surveillance or security, took a photo of a slideshow that was playing at a security conference, which was a threat assessment of one of my videos, and had like a rating. It was the video where I used drones to drop metal darts from 200 meters and showed that you could pierce a car and be fairly accurate with them. And then someone did a assessment on it. It was like security threat. It wasn't that high. It was like a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Were you disappointed by that?
A little bit.
You had a crazy one from that video because someone used exactly the same mechanism
that was scary.
In the war in Ukraine.
Someone sent me a video and it was like the same. I mean, it's a pretty simple concept. It was just drone takes up something, drops it.
But drops it using the light.
The same, it was weird because I used, because Mavic doesn't have like a trigger mechanism or way to trigger anything, except for you can turn on and off a light. So I just had an Arduino which had a light sensor, so when you turn on the light, then that triggers a servo motor which opens the arm and you can drop something. And then someone used it like exactly the same, and even like, it just looked like it was the same 3D printed file. And I was like, oh, that's a bit...
And they used it to drop grenades
on Russians, or maybe Russians on Ukrainians.
So you think maybe they got inspiration from your video, or?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a pretty dropping stuff from the sky. Pretty common concept, but it was a bit like, oh, that's right. The video has 8 million views, so there's a chance that someone's watched that.
Oh my god!
Thought, great. Yeah.
You should take credit for your good work. The war in Ukraine wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. Own it.
I am responsible.
Oh god!
Instead of sneaking into an arms convention, it would just be we ran an arms.
We started an arms convention right now. What a character development! You went from just blowing shit up in your yard or whatever to now, I guess, making.
Everyone starts somewhere, right?
You gotta start somewhere. I'm humble.
Got a dream big.
Dream big.
Hustle and grind.
Oh my god, both of your guys' ideas are like, what's wrong with you both? What's wrong? It's so unhinged.
Dude, you
better than most though, so I'll let you go. Here, second prize. You'll need it.
you have any video ideas for Japan though?
Yeah, we've got a good one we want to do, because I think in Japan there's the big culture of salarymen, and talking about how Japan's such an interesting place where it's so high energy and fun, and then on the other hand you have high suicide rate, depressed people stuck in the same job. So I think we wanted to do a job where Alexa and I become salarymen, to live exactly the lifestyle, work
we
in an
work
office.
for Connor.
We want.
We haven't talked about this, but
we haven't pitched. This is us pitching you. We're working for Connor, salary man. Then we get drunk, become smellier and smellier, more disheveled.
Okay. We sleep in internet cafes.
We sleep in internet cafes, and you can get those pre-ironed suits in 7-Elevens or something.
Oh yeah.
And we just see how long we can last. Like,
Yeah, see what it's like. It's not very
You have to
accurate.
drink a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of
We'll
drinking.
try our best.
Yeah.
We'll take some sacrifices on
Lot of smoking.
YouTube, you know.
What's like the limit for that though?
I don't know. I think is a week.
As long as Connor's willing to employ
Until we get fired.
Oh god.
Yeah.
How much am I paying you for this?
I don't know what's minimum wage in Japan for salary, man.
Yeah,
Well,
it's pretty low.
That's what we're doing. What else we have?
Leslie.
Warrior for my queen, blade for my Kithrak. Foolish games, shadow, ambushed, shameful death, dishonor to Vlakith. Not in the Shadowlands. Atop the mountain reaching to the sun.
The corpse remains silent. It does not
Kresh Yillik, hidden among
the spell's power.
Got to press on. Let's not get caught off guard.
What's minimum wage in Japan? Isn't it like
For a full-time job?
full-time's way more. Like part-time's really low.
Part-time's like, yeah, if you're working at part-time at like a 7-Eleven, it's like 700 yen an hour.
Can we Google it?
So that's $7 an hour.
It's like $6-7 an
Yeah,
hour.
what is it, Kai?
961 yen, so...
Like $9 an hour?
Shit.
That is not $9 an hour in this economy, man.
I think you're talking Australian dollar.
Oh,
in Australian dollars, yeah.
But and in Japan's higher cost of living than Australia in terms of what you get per dollar, or is it?
See,
similar?
I've heard that, but I'm not too sure because, like, my general consensus is that Australia's just way too fucking expensive.
Certain things are way more expensive in Japan, and certain things are a lot cheaper. So, like, you know, like eating out is really cheap, but also certain food items are very cheap. But maybe stuff that we're more used to eating that we kind of get really cheap is a little bit more expensive.
I think maybe it's the whole thing of like the rent is expensive for how much space. you need.
Tokyo's
especially Tokyo. Tokyo's
outside of
fucked,
Japan. It's very cheap, very affordable, but also you're not near anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's why there was this whole craze about you can buy really, really cheap houses in Japan.
Yeah.
But just like the catch is that you're in the middle of fucking nowhere,
and you have to live
You're
there
in
for
Fukushima.
I'm sure there are plenty of houses there for sale, man.
Yeah, not a good area to view. I mean, it's fine now, but obviously you don't know what the consequences are. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
no, Japan's a cool place though.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
Never been, and yeah.
How have you never been? It's so close.
I don't know. I think
it is not close.
Well, I mean,
close relative to other places.
Australia's fucking far from everything.
Yeah,
it's like a 20-hour flight from everything.
Yeah.
No, I think it's because maybe China was the more unhinged, like the more interesting version of
Because
Japan.
you guys have been to
in terms
China a bunch, right?
We can't stop going to China. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wait, why China? What do you
It's
like
just
about it?
so weird and cool. Like
Whereabouts have you been in China?
All over the place.
all over.
I don't even know. We started up first time we went like up north, Beijing, like Inner
Because
Mongolia.
my parents were actually born in Harbin, which is in northern China.
Right.
Because they were Russian immigrants that got kicked
wow.
out of Russia. Then they lived in China. So it was kind of like a place where I'm like, oh, it'd be interesting to see, you know, what
Check
if
out
there's
your
any
roots.
Russian stuff left there. And it's like, no, now there's just a city of 10 million people and like nothing left. It's like crazy. Yeah.
Wow, god
This is a
damn.
cool place. Love the food. Everyone's like hilarious. Everyone like is really friendly. I don't know.
It's probably like Japan a bit where like people are just really excited to see white people. So you're a bit kind of like cheating where you're just like you rock up to a village.
I
And
think maybe
they've
China
never
more so than Japan, I think.
Oh yeah.
Because Japan, they're kind of like fucking tired.
They're sick of it.
And China's just so massive. The thing I really love about it is you can go to a city with like, you know, the same population as Sydney, but no one's seen a white person before.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It's
Like,
insane.
how is there that many people here? But it's like so, it's just its own thing. I don't know.
Right tool will do the trick. Have to keep going. What to do? Looks like the Drider's caravan came from here.
Well, it most assuredly won't be returning.
I mean, I guess like the politics around the country have kind of made it pretty kind of shut off almost from a lot of the places.
When was the last time you went to China?
2019, just before COVID.
Just before COVID. We actually filmed a video in a wet market in China.
In Wuhan.
Yeah. In Wuhan?
Yeah.
Oh,
with crew from Wuhan.
Yeah.
Just before COVID.
Like, so wait.
month before COVID.
What were you filming in? Was it just about the wet market?
It's kind of dodgy.
This is a video that's
Is it out or is it gone?
It's being released soon.
It's going to come out soon. We went to the dog meat festival in Yulin.
For what purpose?
So we're kind of exploring the nature of exploring why we're so offended with Chinese people eating dogs when we ourselves love to eat so much meat. And exploring what's the difference. Is there actually a difference between a dog and a pig? And then exploring the cultural reason as to like why we just like pinning it on Chinese people.
Do you reckon that's going to piss a lot of people off, that video?
I think it's hard because dogs are such lovely animals and we love dogs, and it's like, you know.
But it's hard. I feel like if you lived with a pet pig, you'd have exactly the same relationship. Like they're very smart, very cute.
Like I know a lot of people who don't eat pork, including my mother-in-law, just because they were just like, I can't do it. I see the pigs same way they see his dogs.
I mean, religion as well, you know.
Religion as well.
It's for all reasons.
That's the thing. When we were there, we were at the festival, like interviewing a bunch of people. A lot of guys were just like, Westerners don't eat dogs, Indians don't eat cows. It's the same thing. And we're just like, yeah, well, I mean, fair enough.
Well, were people pretty open to just talking on camera there?
It was surprising that people were.
Yeah, fuck it. I guess they don't know any better, do they?
No, they had some good opinions about it as well, and like some people had some dumb opinions.
Oh, yeah. They were like, "Oh, we only eat the bad dogs."
We only eat the bad dogs. Yeah. And the obsession with it making you better at sex was so strange.
Dogs like crazy aphrodisiac.
Yeah, and this guy was just like, makes you like really good at sex, and then he offered the dog's penis to Alexa.
And that was so trippy. So I was eating a dog's penis, and it was what you don't realize, or maybe you guys know this, I don't know, but they've got this thing called a baculum, which is like they have a bone inside their penis.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and I was
When you
like,
say like you're like, I've tried a dog's penis before.
I mean, I've owned many dogs.
But in my head, I was like, oh, it's like my penis, and I just bit straight through it and like almost like chipped a tooth on a dog's penis, because I didn't realize there was just a hard bone inside.
What the fuck, guys? What the
Sorry, mate, that's probably the wrong thing to talk about.
What the fuck? Why can't
the idea is we want it.
I just love the opening to that sentence. I was eating a dog's dick, right?
I was eating a dog's dick. Like, what the fuck?
No, the angle was we wanted to interview all these people there, and I think coming in as a Westerner, the idea is that you're there as an activist and you're trying to stop people from eating dogs. So like, in order to get the best interviews, we were eating it.
Yeah. Well, I ate like 2 kilos of
We
dog.
ate so much dog that day, yeah.
I like actually became vegetarian for like 2 months after that, where I was like just so sick of like just eating meat.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking like an undercover cop right now who's like, I had to try all the drugs when they had to go and put it out.
It's like kind of like Louis Theroux a little bit, right? He'll do whatever, if they're a porn worker, he'll go and do everything except the porn. But he'll do everything else around it, right? I think if you are willing to show people that you're not judgmental, it's just like, hey, can you just? I want to just honestly know why you do this, and I'm not coming here to like run a hit piece. It's like, hey, could you just tell me and I'll eat the dog dick.
And it's like, it is confronting, and especially like seeing dogs, you're just like, fuck, this is horrible. But like at the same time, like they found it confronting. Just the quantity of meat that we eat, like they eat so much less. Like it's such a smaller part of meals over there.
I mean, it was so presumably they were all speaking in Chinese. How did you navigate these interviews?
We had a fixer for that.
Okay. That helps a lot.
How'd you go about finding a fixer for like a certain country?
He was just a guy that had just posted on social media. Right. I think he actually studied in America. And then he was a guy we saw.
Brought in a couple of friends.
And then it was funny because it was his friends. And there was just too many people there, and everyone was doing different things, and it was it's really hard. I'm sure you guys have probably worked in countries where you don't speak the same language. It's so hard to communicate what you want. Especially with working with real people who are doing something else and they want to be.
They're like, I don't fucking care about.
Yeah. So it was like, but we managed to get some footage, talk to people, and
awesome.
Just cool.
Yeah, I'm curious because I haven't been to China since they added like the whole social credit kind of system.
Oh, really? Yeah, that would be an interesting thing
how bad is like the surveillance there nowadays?
We found it interesting because we didn't really. There were some rules you're meant to follow in China. One of them is you're meant to let the government know which hotels you're checking into. We didn't do that the entire time. We didn't get in trouble.
I honestly, I feel like it might be a bit overblown because it felt a lot more chill than I expected. Like
people seem like tourists, like maybe.
Probably, that's probably part of it.
But that's the thing is, you can't go in on a journalistic visa because you're not allowed. So when we were going in as tourist visas, filming undercover, not telling people what you're doing. And then when we did have interactions with the police, you just kind of pretend you're not.
No, but it was.
When did you have interactions with the police?
So at the festival we were filming, and obviously we're not meant to. But a cop came up to us and it was just so chill. Like I don't even.
They took a photo with us.
Yeah,
because they asked us if we were activists, and we're like, no, we're not here. We're just here to eat some dog meat.
Yeah,
and then they were they were almost confused. They were just like, oh, okay, you can kind of stay then, I guess.
It's a weird comparison though, because like I think it is quite chill for us to go there. I think they come down real hard on domestic journalists.
Of course.
As a foreigner, I think there's just like it's too much of a PR disaster for them to do anything. They're pretty relaxed.
The guy we were chatting to, our fixer, he really didn't want to talk about politics in China because he was like, it's scary to do.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, how'd you go about filming covertly? Because I guess you can't just fucking rock up with DSLRs. And,
kind of were. That's what we did. We had it one time, like the end of the trip, we were walking through this random village. I forgot where it was. It was just outside of Yulin. And we came across a sweatshop where these kind of like mothers were working, and they actually had their kids kind of like playing in the sweatshops as well. Some were mucking around on machines. And we just walked into the sweatshop, sat down on a sewing machine and just started pretending to make things, and were filming, and everyone just found it hilarious. It was so strange. It was just working in a sweatshop. It was so funny. Like,
that's all going to be in the video. Check it out.
When's this coming out?
When Alexa finishes making it.
Do you ever stop to think like, this is fucking insane? Like what we're doing is so fucking sweet.
Yeah, some of that was.
But you get addicted. You're like, well, the next one's got to be worse.
Oh my god.
Christ. This episode of Trash Taste is sponsored by Incogni.
Here's a scenario for you, Connor. Say, for instance, Connor's traveling in America, and out of a combination of pure, absolute desperation and just being Connor, he eats a petrol station hot dog. Aside from the crazy
boys, it would take personal data off the missions. 50% back to the episode.
So when you travel to these countries, do you actually go with a journalism visa? Most of the time now?
Never. No one's going to give it to us. Like, that's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I imagine you to be part of like BBC or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, right?
And also it just takes a long time. So like with China, it's like there's a vague possibility that we could have gotten a journalist visa if we waited like a year or two.
I imagine you're under more scrutiny though.
Exactly. And then
that's the point of it, because you're going there to do journalism, possibly criticizing a country, so it's weird for a country to be like, come on in, criticize us. And they do it, but obviously then they're watching you.
And I think it's also we're living in an age where like consumer grade video technology is
very
great.
Yeah.
So there's no real difference between what we use and what like an ambitious tourist uses.
Is there any concern for being banned from certain countries or
getting arrested?
Some video ideas like the one we're not talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you can do stuff, and then if you piss off the wrong people, you can just get banned from America.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
What's your opinion on like modern day journalism then? Because it kind of feels like you are trying to bring a new angle to journalism, trying to make some jokes, trying to do it like a different relation to what every other like I guess mainstream news outlet does.
I think there's some big blind spots. Like there's a lot of good journalism out there still. It's pretty rare in my opinion, but the biggest one is like anti-war stuff doesn't exist. Like it's so freaky. Like especially. I mean, what we're concerned right now is with like war with China. It's just like everyone's set on it. Everyone's like, we're going to war. Like every news article is like, it's going to happen.
And even like the ABC government and stuff, or SBS news channels in Australia that are meant to be like
balanced.
And it's like just pushing for war, and everyone kind of forgets. It's like a lot of journalists are just like almost trying to justify either side. It's like, no, this is never good. It's like Russia and Ukraine. It's like, no, just the whole thing's bad. Like, war's never good. Like,
let's not do war.
Let's just avoid that at every cost.
Like I said, because it gets clicks, right? War's scary and scary gets clicks, and you know that's kind of where a lot of journalism is at right now. It's just about sensationalizing, getting people angry or worked up or scared.
Definitely, And also I think it's like it's so incestuous in that like so many of these big media companies are funded by the same like companies essentially, or like they're all sponsored by different things. It's just like they have like really strict limits to how much they can move and who they can what companies they can tread on the toes of. It's like
I like how you use the word incestuous to describe that. I was like, where are you going with
my
this?
mind went places. I was like, okay.
No, it's insane that some of what it feels like modern day legitimate journalism is being just done by some random guys on YouTube now. I think back to Channel 5 started off doing like fucking interviews of like the craziest conventions you can find in America, and one day I go on my YouTube and he's like in Ukraine talking to some of the survivors,
that was crazy,
or some of the refugees, and I'm like, fuck. Is this what modern day journalism is like turning into now?
I mean, I remember during the Black Lives Matter protest, he was just in a store.
It was on fire.
And I was like, and you notice like journalists could be doing this. Like there's nothing stopping you from doing this.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty.
It's insane. It's all just all because, like you said, they're just being paid by people and they don't want to tread on their toes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been banned from a country or yet?
I was in Singapore. I got banned for 2 weeks. I think it was 14 days. Because when I had been doing a trip, me and Alexa traveled through China and then Russia and then into I was in Bosnia and there was a war there, and I was just walking this random town and I found bullets on the ground. So I put the bullets in my bag. Forgot about
Why did you do that?
I thought I wanted to take them home. I didn't think about it. Forgot about them. Traveled a bunch. Then in Singapore, that's when they found the bullets. And then they interrogated me. Not. It wasn't too bad.
And then they saw your YouTube channel and they're all like...
This was before.
This was before YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, so why the fuck were you just roaming around Bosnia and Russia?
Oh, this was just for fun.
No, Bosnia was a visit. I mean, I got family back in.
Oh, yeah,
back
Bosnia. I
in
was
Yugoslavia.
Alexa's family. And then I just wanted to check out the area, and there's a cool place called Mostar, and there was civil war there.
Right.
And then Singapore found things, and I think I got a 14-day ban, which isn't very much.
That's like nothing.
Nothing, but they said if I bring weapons in again or bullets in, then I faced prison time.
They literally did a Twitch ban for you.
Yeah.
14-day ban. He's going to have his comeback stream. It's like, guys, I'm back in Singapore now.
No bullets this time.
You're the only dude I know who would just pick bullets up off the floor and take them.
And forget about it.
They're interesting. I don't understand.
But also, what kind of clumsy terrorist do they think you are? Like, you've gone and done training with some militia, and you're like, whoops, accidentally kept my.
Yeah, they
bullets.
asked me. They were like, "Have you been training with terrorist organizations?" I was like, "No, I don't think so." Like maybe.
Alexa's your family training.
Yeah, it's a family.
My family. It's a family business.
So you guys have obviously done a lot of traveling, even before YouTube. How many places have you been to then? How much?
I don't know. Maybe. I think I've probably been to 20.
That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, it's not that much compared to the people that consider themselves travelers. You know, people on YouTube have done 150, close to 198 countries.
Well, I think our issue is we used to travel a lot, and then as soon as we went to China, we're just like, well, I guess we're just going to keep going to China.
Also making content as well. Now,
yeah, that's true.
Now I almost get a bit annoyed when I travel to a place and I find it really hard to find a reason to take a holiday. I almost get a bit bored where I'm like, I could be making something.
Yeah.
Becomes a bit of a content train.
When traveling becomes part of your content, you're like, well, I could be working right now. I'm just unoptimized.
And it gives you a mission as well. It's like playing a video game where you have a quest and you're like, I'm not just traveling because I want to sit on a beach and get drunk or pool, you know.
We used to do that. Up. We used to have little quests even before we would making content. Like when we were in China the first time, they had this thing around Beijing, potentially in other cities, where I think because of nuclear war, they decided to build all these bunkers, and now they're kind of unused. But there's a whole bunker system underneath Beijing that's linked up, and just really hard to find. And we spent weeks just looking for these things, but now we look back, fuck, that made a nice video. You ended up finding them, and they were.
And I found them by accident. I was staying in this just Airbnb, and then one day I just walked underneath one of the apartments. I was like, oh, that looks like the symbol for bomb shelter. And I went underneath, and then there was just tunnels, and you walk through the atomic bunker doors, and then there was just people living in these bunkers underneath Beijing.
Whoa.
And they're total extra. I'm like, dude, I found the bunkers. None of this was recorded. None of this was recorded.
You're sleeping in your bunker, and this dude just opens up this, and a 6'4" white guy just has a look around. He's like, this is sick.
Literally happened. I told Alexa, I was like, we need to go back. And then I'm walking through the bunkers. I'm walking deeper and deeper, and then I'm realizing I am in someone's house. This woman's cooking, and she's looking at me, and I'm like, I'm a monster. What am I doing here? This is just amusing for me, this poverty porn and me being bunker.
Holy shit.
So this was before you started?
This was before YouTube.
What is your ideal holiday?
I need some time off. I need to go see a bunker.
Most people, they like going to the beach, chill out with a cocktail.
Is there a country you want to go to that's not necessarily linked to content? Or is it always just like, yeah, I can make a video
Well,
there?
it's all content now. Our brains have been melted. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like it's hard to think
fascinated
of.
with the bizarre and the weird,
weird
human
stuff.
experiences.
And then meeting the people there and then showing their way of life to people on
Yeah.
YouTube is pretty cool.
Is there any like cool countries you went to before? You know, like you started traveling for content?
Probably not. No.
I love Cuba, but that's its own other thing.
Oh yeah, if you go to Cuba, you can't go into like the US, right?
Can you go now? Or?
I think you can actually, but I think there's still some limitations around Cuba in some senses.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure what. But yeah, I mean, other than that, do you guys watch anime?
What a segue.
I do actually. I was a bit of a. When I was growing up, I loved Hayao Miyazaki. I still really like Studio Ghibli films.
Ghibli. Fucking Gilby, mate.
Gilby. Studio Gilby. And then I watched a lot of Naruto. I watched Bleach.
Hell yeah.
I watched One Piece. I watched Death Note.
Nice.
How much of One Piece did you watch? Because that's you know, when you say you watch One Piece, that means a lot of things. You know, how far did you get?
I didn't watch that much One Piece. I watched a lot of Naruto.
Okay.
I watched like 7 seasons, 8 seasons. It was like 100. I think it was like 160, 180. I was up to.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Isn't it like 300 episodes?
Halfway there.
It's more than that. I think.
It's
Just close, just shy of 400. I think.
Yeah, because there's Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden, which is like the longest season. How far did you get?
I don't remember where I got up to, but yeah, around 180 or something. I remember.
Fucking hell.
It was a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of episodes.
It's more than Connor.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Naruto. I really want to. No. What about you? Watch anime? Or
I mean, like barely. I watched heaps of. It doesn't even count. I watched heaps of Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon as a kid. That's like that. But before coming on here, I'm like, I gotta do the crash course. And I literally, I just ended up watching all the Studio Ghibli films again. But no, what I did find was Cowboy Bebop, and I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Oh hell yeah!
That's like, what have I been doing all my life? It's like, I loved it. Yeah,
Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
and
very
what's
good.
annoying? Have you watched the new? What's the one that's copied off the computer game?
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
I was just like, this is just Cowboy Bebop,
but worse. Yeah.
Oh my God. How is it? The fuck is it Cowboy Bebop?
Because it's just bounty hunters.
Bounty hunters
just
and like,
with,
I don't know.
You don't think so?
No.
That's the
We're having
first
a
time.
discussion with the wrong
That's the
people.
first time I've ever heard that comparison.
I liked it a lot.
I made that comparison as well. But I actually prefer Cyberpunk. I don't know. I think Cowboy Bebop is great, but I like having like an ongoing storyline. Cowboy Bebop was just like every episode was kind of like self-contained. And that was cool. They had some like really cool fucking ideas. But Cyberpunk was just like group of bounty hunters, and you see their journey from like beginning to end. And
Cyber Psychosis was sick too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Holy shit! Some of those scenes. Some of those scenes in Cyberpunk were just so insane.
The opening scene of the show.
The battle scenes were just awesome. It's like,
Did you play the game as well to that?
No, I didn't. My brother played it, but he just complained about the glitches so much.
It was so bad.
I'm not touching this. Like,
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Also, it's hard with video games because like I get obsessed, and if I download it, I'm just not going to make videos ever again. So like, I have to keep it safe. You know?
That is the tough part.
Do you still game a lot, or
I don't do anything. I play online chess.
The greatest game.
That's the original OG.
Hasn't needed a patch in thousands of years, man. It's the
OG. They've not needed to patch that or anything.
You've watched a fair amount there. I should definitely. You've watched Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's pretty weird. That's pretty anime. Yeah, that's pretty deep in the source.
Sick.
Oh, what's your favorite Studio Gilby anime?
I reckon probably Princess
Mononoke.
Yeah. Or Howl's Moving Castle.
I like Howl's Moving Castle. Anti-war kind of.
Yeah, I really liked Howl's Moving Castle. Watched it so many times. But Princess Mononoke, just the nature of the human.
I'm going to say the most basic, but I really like Spirited Away.
Spirited Away is great.
Oh, of course.
You can't
complain with that.
I haven't seen Spirited Away.
You should watch it.
Well, you've never seen Spirited Away?
No, I just know all the screenshots.
The fuck?
I've never seen Princess Mononoke. I think I lied and said I saw it one time on the podcast. I felt pressured to watch it, but I haven't seen it. I watched a lot of them actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a real Studio Ghibli fan, are you, Connor?
No.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about this before, but Hayao Miyazaki's kind of a dick, and it kind of puts me off. When I watch his
He's a
films.
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Is he
a massive
like in
cunt,
person?
yeah.
He's
Is he
like,
just
he's just
abuses
okay,
his staff?
This
or
is like
something?
my thing, like my. Some people are like that's fucking based, but I don't know why this pissed me off so much. His son made a movie and he went to the premiere and he walked out halfway through. I was like, it's shit.
There's literally a scene. He walks out of the cinema,
He's
lights a
smoking.
cigarette, and he's like, "He's still got a long way to go."
Yeah, he's like, he's still not
That's
ready.
cool. That's like an anime. He's like an anime.
Like you
My
know-
son's a disappointment.
Like that poor kid had the worst fucking dad of all time.
Yeah.
And now he's taking it fucking out on his own kid that he was a shit dad. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it was
the
a
film
shit
crew
film.
was there. And he was like,
Yeah.
he's just not ready. He's just not ready. And it's
Yeah, but
like,
to be fair, I did watch the
a
film.
shit
It's a
film.
shit
Still,
film.
like, you gotta
Yeah.
lie.
It
You're
was-
dad.
it was
Yeah,
actually
you're
shit.
dad.
right.
You
He was-
gotta lie.
he was
You
right.
gotta lie.
But
But
if
he's
you lie,
definitely-
you develop shit kids. You know?
On that, okay, there's some things you just gotta lie, and that is
Yeah.
just one of the things. That I just think no matter how much you just gotta be like,
All right. You know, your son comes back with a drawing, and like it's like, hey, Dad, I made this at school.
well, you know,
they're
he
like
roasted
5
his
years old or
drawings.
something.
You know, he
and
roasted
it's
his
like a
drawings.
shit drawing, all right? Do you lie and say this is amazing, son?
Well, if
You
they're
know, or-
5, yeah, but like
you
you know,
encourage them to do more by saying,
Yeah,
but
you encourage them to do more,
Package it
right?
nicely. It's got to be
Yeah.
a bit of encouragement with a bit of, oh, you could be better. This could be better.
Yeah.
You know, like
No, it's the fact that he didn't even like tell his son it was shit. He just walked out. You know, he just walked out. Now he is the dad that went out for cigarettes and never came back. You know?
that's so. Oh,
Yeah.
space.
that makes me like him more.
People hear that and they either like him more or they
I think that's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Well, it's like Jackie Chan. You know, have you heard about his son's life?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's his son did drugs, right? And that's very illegal.
Yeah, he was like Jackie Chan. He was like the ambassador for like
Yeah, he was.
anti-drugs on like.
He's
the,
like, I do not claim my son anymore.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
his son got caught like doing weed or something in his apartment. And the more I found out about the more I found out, yo, he just wasn't there for his kid.
Yeah.
No, he was just never
He's
home.
just a shit dad.
Yeah, he was just a shit dad.
He's busy being
I
a
mean,
movie
if
star.
you're gonna be a bad father, he probably picked the coolest way to do it. Like the stuff he was doing when he wasn't with his kids. Awesome.
You know, he took one for humanity. Right? Like we got sick films.
I was only
Then
making
some
the
guy
greatest
missed out.
films ever made.
A lot of bad dads are just like, I don't know, doing drugs somewhere. Like he
He's
gave
making
back.
cool films.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
I feel like Jackie Chan raised me.
My dad's
while
a
he-
bad dad and he doesn't even know how to do cool fight choreography. If he did that, I'd be like, I forgive you.
He's gonna beat you up in style.
Throw a cable at me, kick it back. Net or something, you'd be like, cool.
He gets out the nunchucks. You know.
Do you like hentai?
When I was a child, I liked hentai.
Hold on. How old?
Hold up.
When I was 4, I don't know, 16, I was like, oh yeah, hentai's cool. Not for me anymore.
I missed out on hentai. I feel like I watched like cartoon porn as a teen, but I needed.
Well, like fucking Marge Simpson.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Like literally Marge Simpson.
Yeah.
It's the weird ads you see on Pornhub.
Yeah.
You watched those?
Yeah. Well, I did when I was a kid. It doesn't do it for me anymore. But like,
the fact that it did it for you at any point is concerning.
I was very connected to these characters. You know, it was like.
The character arc you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I remember Kim Possible porn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No,
Wait, is he like?
Wait, do you
are they
consider
fucking the
like
mole
Kim
rat?
Possible porn?
What's
That's
sorry.
that's hentai, right?
That's not hentai.
Why?
I mean,
Why?
okay. What is hentai?
Yeah.
Discuss.
What's the
Is it like? I mean, I guess it's animated porn, but I guess like hentai has a connotation where it's like Japanese, comes from
Do
Japan.
you not watch Japanese
kind
stuff?
of
You just
things.
watch cartoon porn.
Yeah, I've only
No,
done
I watch
cartoon
actual
porn.
Japanese hentai as well.
How did you find out? How did
did
you
I
discover
find
it?
out?
Yeah.
I remember there was a guy from in our school who would bring hentai to school, and the teacher's desk, he would walk up and he was asking her a question.
Was
he would
this-
stick hentai?
This is Ouija.
This was Ouija.
Yeah.
He'd stick hentai to the front, and then no one knew, and then we would just stare at hentai all lesson and just laugh.
so wild.
Like, it was great. And then after that, I was like, wow.
Where did
This is kind of hard.
This guy, he knows what he's doing. He's good.
He's got the goods.
We've done some episodes where we've reviewed hentai.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
some real fucked up ones.
Yeah.
some good ones.
Yeah, I remember like the way I discovered hentai was through fucking LimeWire. I can't remember what I was trying to download, but it was probably
Bill Clinton,
some
actually.
music or something, and you know, instead of getting like Bill Clinton's like we did back in the day, I just discovered this hentai, and I was like, what is this? Where can I find more of this? So, yeah.
Scourging through LimeWire to find the next episode.
Remember how you discovered it?
It might have been the same, honestly. I think it was like, yeah, it was like, oh yeah, no, I remember. I was at my friend's place and he was trying to like show me like this new Linkin Park song or whatever. And he was like, oh, I'll try and find it on LimeWire. And then he downloaded it and it was, yeah, an episode of
fucking LimeWire, man.
yeah, of whatever hentai it was, and I was just like, whoa, sick, this is cool. And then I went home and searched it up, and that's how I found it.
No, because I didn't even know it was called hentai, you know, back in the day.
Right.
'Cause, like, you know, this was back when a lot of people didn't know that anime was called anime, hentai was called hentai. It was just weird fucking shit from China. You know,
It's Chinese cartoons.
Yeah. And I remember because you know, not many people talked about anime and hentai back in the day. And I remember I was out with some mates out at a pub, and we were you know getting a few drinks. And we were like, so guys, what's the biggest thing that you've jacked up to that you regret? And then one of my mate goes, dude, one time I jacked off to anime porn, and everyone's like, oh, you're fucking sick, mate, what the fuck? And I'm just here sitting in silence being like, yeah, that's weird, man.
That's mad weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's fucking gross.
Oh my god.
So what's next for you guys? What are you guys planning anything big or just
I don't know. Well, I mean,
we got the China doco, the Dog Meat Festival, coming out hopefully in a month.
yeah, we got some different boy ideas, some big videos, but it's hard with the travel ones because it takes so long. High risk, and then got some idea to thing videos as well.
You can do any collaborations with other content creators?
Hopefully. It's always fun doing that.
Jump work under me and be a salary man.
Yeah, well, that's possible if you need it.
It's the best
really
place to
bad office workers.
Jesus Christ.
You seem terrified. You seem terrified by the idea.
We really put you on the spot pitching on the podcast.
You can't say no.
I mean, someone's got to keep you out of trouble in Japan. Otherwise, you'll be like, hey, so you'll rock up. You'll have like face tattoos and everything. Like, so we've joined the Yakuza. And it was really fascinating because we did that. And
we think they're great people. I love them.
It's misunderstood.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anything you want to shout out before we wrap it up?
No, I guess
just check out the channel.
Check out the channels. Being and Boy, and
all right. Well, good. Well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Really appreciate
coming on
for having us. Hey, look at all these patrons, though. Do you see all of them? They're all on the screen right now.
Oh, that's a lot of patrons.
Just pick one that you think is cool.
I know that guy.
Bill. That's a great guy. That's all I know.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
And, Joe, you want to do the traditional?
Yeah. Hey, if you want to support the show, then make sure to go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us your memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. And yeah, thanks guys for coming on to the show.
Thank you very much. This has been the living definition of fuck around and find out.
Yet to find out. Yet to find out.
Yet to find out.
All right. Well, bye, guys.
Bye.
Look how dry this looks. I'm so sorry, man.
That looks so moist.
It's not good. It's really bad, guys.
Like the second worst barbecue.
I'll have it.
Yeah, this isn't good,
you remember that drunk lady next to the road?
Nature edit, air horn song, CSGO, edit song edit, Chinese military propaganda, thug shaker, women feet. Where's a Kamen Rider? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what Kamen Rider is. Bro, copying PSP. This was put on my Reddit, bro. I don't even know what half these things are.
Lady, go!
Always these dogs.
The call to say. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Samuel Staxford, devoted servant of the Absolute. Moonrise Towers. Githyanki youths. Following orders of General Thorm, leader of true souls, chosen of the Absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Should get started.
The corpse has...
Should mind my step.
The corpse has... The corpse still...
Broken. Need to find another way.
What a charmer.
Assume nothing.
Oh, I could go for a good meal. Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Rust white. Okay. That's a nature edit right there, right? is that a nature edit? This is the UK for sure. You can just tell.
你看看这辆奔驰 CLA 刚刚通过积水的时候，整个进气口都泡水里了。不意外的话
It's Germany, is it? I'm pretty sure the UK has the back yellow plate and then the front white plate.
意外就发生了。
Just like the UK
司
to
机
me.
小黑哥看了看前面进气口，接下来
Just
看看
go
这
a
辆老款
different
的
way, man.
看它进气口全部被淹过的样子，发动机也差不多给憋熄火了，底盘的护板也给干到水面来了，这真的是太糟心了。这时候司机。
It's not worth getting your fucking car waterlogged, bro.
是谁说一镜到底一定要从门外开始排的呀？
Is that Chinese TTS?
那咱们就来看看，这是我家门外的一个样子。很好，什么都没有。那咱们开门看看里面。进门呢，这是我们的入户阳台，这边装的是一个大落地窗，下面留空的方便放鞋，中间的方便放一些。
I need to go to China, man. It seems like a blast. It's not Fan. Yo, chill, bro. Fan does not get outside. You are not going to see Fan on any of these Douyin edits, okay? Wow. This is in Szechuan. Bro, I need to go to China. Like, actually, though. Does that count as feet? Okay. Alright. Bingo. We definitely got bingo. Bubble Bass. I'm not reading that. I don't care if you're your votes. I'm not reading your shit. Stop with this lag shit. Zoil the Zesty Eater. Meet Binley. Mega Chippy's new customer of the century. Congrats, Big Winky. Didn't this place shut down? I heard they went bankrupt because they bought so much merch to sell because of the trend that they had to actually like file for bankruptcy or something. I wish I could mine and craft. Marcus Pearson in 2009. They're so dumb. These memes are so stupid. Look, I'll do a 1 second twerk for insurance. Here, what is going on? Look, there you go. Now accept it, and I'll do 5 more seconds. I'll do 5 more seconds. Come on, that's good insurance. This guy's a scammer if he doesn't accept now. This guy's a scammer if he doesn't accept now. Turn around. I really twerked for virtual gold. What is wrong with me? I'm an actual trollop. Brother, why would I do that? Keep going. If he does it. If he does it, I will. I'm stood up, I'm ready. I'm stood up and I'm ready. Don't mind if I do. This guy's a scammer. He didn't even give me the gold either. He actually scammed me. He scammed me. And I twerked and everything. Extra nugget in the bag. Okay, chat. Please put something else on the Reddit.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Man.
Steel. Eagles are bigger. They just take everything. That's how it works here. Well, it feels rubbish. I miss my... You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please kill the eagle. Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof.
I believe we're approaching the crash. Once we're inside, let me do the talking.
What's that music from? This is from the fucking Jackbox trivia game.
Yankee Marauders, and we're supposed to trust that will end well
Well, if it isn't Zoil.
Oh shit!
Time to make your life worse.
Okay.
Hello, Zoil, aka Mark. My show's about to start.
Oh
Stop
my
scaring Zoil.
fucking god. Oh my god! I got so mad for a second then. I got so upset. You do not believe.
Whoever did that was too early, motherfucker. Alright, anyways. Welcome, Zoil. You have to play my trivia game that I've made. But there's a catch.
Okay.
Each time you miss 6 questions, you spin the wheel.
Oh,
as well. Let's start off with the first question. Which term used to describe the fear of food?
Food? No. Top bomb. C. Chromophobia.
And the correct answer is... Did you get it?
No.
Right, let's keep moving. how many legs does a lobster have?
They're arachnids, aren't they? No. 12. A12.
Did you pick this one? Oh, okay. Let's go to the third question.
Bro, what are these questions?
When was Super Smash Bros. Released on the Wii U?
Wii U? 2014. No, 2015.
Is it this one you answered? Come on, it was kind of easy. Okay, next question. Which song did Michael Jackson perform his famous moonwalk?
It would have to be Smooth Criminal. It would have to be Smooth Criminal. D. It has to be.
Did you get this answer? Okay. Let's go to question number 5 then. Can you tell me what this dog breed is?
Yeah, that's a Karen Terrier. It's a terrier for sure, so C or D. That's C.
Did you get the right one? Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see if you don't miss 6 questions. What is the average length of a Maine Coon?
Bro, these questions are so hard. 41 to 50 inches.
Let's see if you got the right question. Warbo gotta be proud or just disappointed. Next question.
Oh my god.
Pink
How
lady.
many have I got wrong? How many have I got wrong?
Hates magic.
I'm 6 for 6 already? These are so hard.
Last and final question. Then we'll go to a final speed round. What's up, did he really say?
What? 522.
Let's see the correct answer. Gotta be one of the funniest moments of.
How did you know that, first of all? How do I know that? Why do you know that? Why do you know the exact time my ass ripped? Why? Why did you know that?
My life is not a joke anymore. Final round, Zoil. Welcome to the final round, Zoil.
Wait, question. How many do I have to get wrong to do a wheel spin? Every 6, right? Why are people saying 6 out of 8? What does that mean? I'm confused. Oh, you missed 6 out of total 8. Okay.
To complete these questions quickly, and the timer will get procedurally faster and faster. But the questions will get easier as you go on. Well then, are you ready? Here is your first question.
Fuck. Luton Town best of clothing. Hats. I'm gonna go for hats. No, boots. Fuck me! It's gonna be ducks. Yeah, ducks, final answer. Daniel Bragoli, A. Eight. No, 9. No, 8. 8. 1 B. C. Bro, these are so hard!
Are you enjoying the salad, Zoil?
Mexico. No, Venezuela. Why do I keep second guessing myself? Why do I keep fucking doing it? Clownfish. Clown. London. Shepherd's pie. Beef Wellington. Let's go. Video. Home system. Home. Home. A. Home. Black. Oh, blue, sorry, blue. Is it blue or gray? Blue, it's blue. Oh my God! World Wide Web. World Wide Web. B. No, A, sorry, A. World Wide Web. False. What? A shot can blink?
Is my house gonna blow up?
Okay. Actual good video, man. Damn, now that was some effort. That was a good fucking video. Why don't I have 3 upvotes? Go upvote that shit on Reddit, bro. That's the sort of shit I want to see on Reddit. Crazy good. That was crazy good. Please no more exercise. I don't want to do any exercise. Oh, that feels so good. Oh my God, that feels so good. That feels so fucking good. Alright, okay.
Spin again, Bozo.
This one is so stupid. I don't want to do that shit, man. I don't want to do that shit. Full cam and a timer. That's stupid.
The thug shaker. Give me the thug shaker, dude. Shake your ass. Take your hands off it and shake that shit. Pull your shirt up. I know you can shake it. Shake it.
I love Overwatch 2. It's a great game. And free. Okay. That is not the thug shaker. That is something else, man. Shut up. I don't want to do this, please. Don't ask that shit of me ever again, man. That was 4 seconds. No, it wasn't. I was counting in my head. I counted in my head. Stop. No, it was. I counted. I fucking counted in my head.
That was not 7 seconds. Restart.
I'll do 3 more seconds. If you're saying it's 4, I'll count out loud. 3 more seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Shut up, man. I hate this shit. Shut up about the legs, man.
Go damn tip so sticky right now.
Bessie.
Tear of the dump truck makes me feel some sort of way.
I'm removing the regret emoji. Shut up! You forced me to do this shit and then you turn on me. Scam, take your shirt off, rip your ass out, spread them cheeks. Regret. Shut the fuck up. Look at your looks before you tap the regret. Shut up, bruh.
Yeah, I stream for fucking rent money, you fucking cocksuckers! I streamed for free for fucking years! When I had 5K viewers, I wasn't making any money! You fucking cocksuckers!
Bruh. There's no game. No, I'm joking, it's right here. Got him! I'm just joking. Alright, why is Strays begging me in my mentions? Strays, what do you want? Begging for a badge is crazy. Okay, leave him alone. Stop. You know what, actually, no, everyone point and laugh. Everyone put one of those fucking Gnomies at him. You know what, actually, everyone point and laugh. Wait, you know these guys taste weird. Ugh! I just realized that's a second-hand game. They might have done that themselves. Can I get herpes? You cannot get herpes through a fucking piece of plastic. You absolutely can. No, you cannot.
Got nothing left to take, so
I
you might
don't
as well
want to
shove
do
off.
this shit. I don't want to do this. I do not want to bother with it.
Rubbish. Please, kill
No, not adding waffling. Lagging so bad. Dude, the thing is, after you work out, you get to treat yourself as well. So I'm gonna get McDonald's tonight, probably. I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking. I'm joking. KFC. Hey, it's been a while since the last time. If you haven't exercised since then, you should consider lowering the difficulty level. Did you not do a cooldown after exercising last time?
Bring the insides of your ankles
Ah!
to the ring con. Be mindful of your body and stretch within the range of your ability. Last time. Yes, looking great.
I'm not trying to scar! Please! I'm not! I'm actually not, man!
Always room for more.
Oh.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
My controller is
Can you
broken.
still enter the FPL's oil?
Look at this. Look. It's broken! It baffles me how you guys don't believe me. Why would I lie? Why would I lie? Look, 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 look. Look, when you slide in the right Joy-Con, look, it's gonna make a gold thing on the side of the screen. Look, ready? Ready? I'm gonna go full cam for it. Look, 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 look. See that? You see that? You saw that line? Everyone saw the line, right? Watch when you put the left one in. Look, it's not giving me it. Look, look, look. Okay, wait, it did. It did, it did, it did. Okay. Oh, God.
Okay,
Wait.
time to run.
No, give me a sec. Wait, one sec. One second! Listen, please! Listen! Never back down. Never give up.
Yes! Sharp! Squeeze your abs as you bend your knees. All right! Amazing! Okay!
Bro, can I put some socks on?
Good! Great! You got it. Stand up. No need to brush, though. Your sweat is so shiny and beautiful!
Yeah, it is! Let's go.
Charge your squat power, but
Oh,
don't
fuck
overextend
off.
yourself.
This ain't a victory to do more exercise!
Release toward victory!
Oh! Oh!
Toward victory!
Oh! Exercise!
Release toward victory!
Oh!
Release toward victory!
Oh! Oh! Stop the fucking screenshot! Ah! Fuck you, you fucking... No, no, I have to fight! That's so lame!
And slowly.
Ah!
Slowly return to the starting position. Be careful
Oh my God.
not to overextend yourself. You got it.
Ah!
Guard.
Come on, man. Let's have some encouragement in the chat. Let's get some positive chatting. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's go. Positive chatters, where we at?
Need to check.
Oh my God, fuck off!
and slowly. If you're having trouble with the controls, press the plus button.
Oh, fuck off, you cunt.
Challenge yourself. Keep it up. 3. Come on.
Please, my stomach hurts so bad. Please. Ah! Get the fuck out of it. Get the fuck out of it.
Awesome.
What is that?
Measure my heart rate. Do it.
Measuring. Please do not move your thumb.
Bro, it's faster than that. This is lying. This is a lying liberal tool. This is propaganda. Why are you sitting down? Because I'm taking a break. Give me a minute, man. You just, oh. Give me a second, bro. I almost just died. Bro! Bro!
Fine work. Keep it up. Challenge yourself. Nice. One more. Okay. Great job. Go drink some water.
Right now, you liberals that wandered into here during the exercise stream, now this is a real man stream, okay? Now you're stuck here. That's right. That's right. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. What the fuck is... I'm ending. I'm not even gonna stall anymore. I am going to lay down for a while. I feel like shit.
Just try a little taste. I can't. Come here, man. It's okay.
Chat, we have a sponsor today. Yeah, we got a HelloFresh sponsor today. So you guys are aware? You've worked so hard, can get takeout tonight. Oh, I was planning on it. I mean, no, actually, I'm getting HelloFresh. So Brazilian e-roll. Who is this?
Fala, meus jovens, como é que vocês estão aí? Tranquilões? O Agropop deixou uma pergunta que eu vou responder. Fala aí, meus jovens, como é que vocês estão?
Please say my name. Fellarette. What's up, bro? So promise me you'll not ban me later on. Bro, I can't promise you anything. Like, what if you came in and just typed it? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a nefarious thing you're instigating, you know what I'm saying? Forgive me in advance. I won't ban you later. I'll ban you now. How about that, buddy? My head is like spinning, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on with me today. Go lie down. I have a sponsor to do, okay? But also, I want to go live because I love hanging out with you guys.
Look at those people over there.
There you go, mommy.
Huh?
Right here.
What? You just call? What did you just call me?
That's your friend? Yeah, I don't know about that one. That was kind of crazy. Sometimes it baffles me how my friend groups acts like more like a virgin than I do, bro. I'm gonna be honest. And I think I'm the only one. Old Zoil was wild. What the fuck did I say? 10 months ago, Old Zoil. I said a cat in the top left. Chat, if that was a real thing, I would. Edited. Both of them. Edited. That was edited. He still makes music. What am I clicking on today?
Kurwa, 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 kurwa!
Sitting on the toilet.
That's a classic.
Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet.
Then he waddled away.
Oh. Whoa, that's a full rainbow. All the way. Double rainbow. Oh my god. It's a double rainbow all the way.
Do it. Makes us. There was like a Nyan Cat website, and it's like, how long can you stay on the website for? I stayed on that bitch for like 10 hours. Man, these are the good times, man. Take me back. 13 years, I'll take it. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Wait, is this the original Omega dance? Wow, I did not realize that. It's so obvious now. This girl. Oh my god. Actual good troll. So many people thought this was fucking a real person.
So apparently there was a bit of a language barrier there because I asked him how much it costs, not how much it weighs. So a bit of a language barrier, we went over the price. The thing I'm wondering is, why does it weigh so much? That's what's confusing to me. Like, does it have to do with where England is located?
My name is Boxy. Most of you know me as, well, no, most of you know me as Boxy.
This is literally Sinner. What the fuck am Bro, what am I? What is this?
I suppose if you're watching this, you probably know me as Boxy.
She's 4chan's queen? Bro, I'm gonna be honest, the only time I've ever been on 4chan was like when I was hanging out with like a friend and we went onto that shit. We went onto that shit like one time and we ended up on some crazy fucking shit of someone like killing themselves with a shotgun. And I never went on that website ever again. So, yeah.
It's actually an opportunity for members of parliament to actually digest.
Breathe deep.
He's like, nah, no one noticed that. No one noticed it.
To actually digest
I don't get it.
And go through the documentation that is going to be presented to the public. And the opportunity for proper engagement is actually after the tabling of the...
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Oh, then thou must witness the price.
I pray for this happening to you every day. This did happen to me. This happened to me, I'm pretty sure. Like, when I was in the US. A haircut!
Miracle for Arabella's mother and father to survive them. Well, lucky for us, we've got a knack for miracles. Let's reunite the girl with her mother and father. She deserves that much. No. Well met. Because there's nothing to tell. She died when I was born. As a boy, my bond with father was too deep to miss the mother I never had. Now, well, I'd be lying if maybe I'd be living in the city. Maybe I'd never have been forced into this, but there's no use lingering on maybes. My mind is on the stories of today and tomorrow, not those of yesterday.
So you've always been a bone man?
In a sense.
You wish to speak? Miss it. Be wary. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the oak.
Well met. I think that unknowable power... I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. I appreciate, but these parasites are quite literally illithid weapons of war. And I'm not so certain. Well met. I think... I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. I'm more than a bit wary. Still, if the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will...
Come get your backpack.
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
Genesis 1.
In the Beninging.
Verse 1. In the Beninging. In the Beninging. Yeah. In the.
What's up? Tell fucking rock hard they are.
With a flick of the wrist.
Tell fucking rock hard they are. I was hitting my abs because I just done 12 sit-ups. That looks so bad. That looks so terrible.
What's bro? Which? No. Tottenham Hotspur. 1. Leicester City. 1. No. Manchester City 1. Liverpool 1. What has Frisbee 1.
That is the fucking Zoidberg scream.
What has Frisbee 1.
1 out of 100. Wait, someone got the HelloFresh? Yo, thanks for checking out Hello. Oh wait, it's still 0 out of 100. It's fine. It's gonna be there for like a while. Do you remember this classic from Max?
Yeah. I just wanted to say that
Yeah, South Park.
it really irritates me. South Park would say that red-haired people don't have souls, okay? I go to church. I'm a Christian. You don't know me.
Whistler eaters. Kill yourself.
They both suck. I actually want to watch this video. I want to watch it now.
Hi, I'm Seth Rogen. Yo, what's up? This is Ice Cube, and these are our favorite snacks.
Oh, I'll give my opinion on the snacks. Listen, don't question mark me when it comes to food, please. Okay, a cheeseburger is good, but it has to have something acidic to cut through the fat greasiness of the cheese and the meat. Straight up, man. It needs like some relish or like some like pickled onions or like some fucking something, bruh. Something.
You miss lunch? This could be your lunch.
True. I've done that plenty of times. All right, I'm getting off YouTube. It's time to check the Reddit, boys.
Ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me. First niggas gotta find me.
Brother, what is this? Wait, Erob's here? Have you been practicing Battle Bit? Chat, has he practiced any Battle Bit? Yeah, I played some yesterday, bro.
Ball so hard, shit wet.
Watch this real quick.
Y'all niggas like shrimp?
Okay. I don't know who that is. That was like some underground streamer. Sajai, watch Erob maybe? I don't know who that was. Reddit moderators assemble. How many? Bro. Is that a moderator? Is that that green thing that's your name is? Brother. Okay, this is getting bizarre. Every day? Okay. Actual femboys in chat, bro. Jesus. Darker than Zoil, by the way. Bro! What is going on? How many femboys is there on in this community? Bro, stand up. I don't need to stand up. I don't need to stand up, brother. POV, you're offered a free food sample at the mall. You guys don't get tired of making these now? When are you gonna get tired of making these? POV, the cashier gives you a 50% off coupon. Average Brighton dweller, brother. Okay, stop. This is not... My Reddit is not femboy... A femboy catalog. You need to chill out and stop posting here now. I'm not adding true POV. This one's too dark. This is... I'll add this one. It's a good edit. You find an extra nugget in the bag. Okay, chat. Please put something else on the Reddit. Please, anything but these stupid memes, man. The stages of how Zoil... Many stages of how to do setups with Zoil. Very photogenic. Okay. Stand. Why did you screenshot that? Okay.
Quiet. Move with care.
A little help, please.
Thanks, bro. Thank you. 1/3 of Zoe's community.
I'm telling you now. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me.
Honestly.
I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I will not share right now because the haters will sabotage me. But I got some stuff in the works. I'm telling you now.
Guys, listen. You look, femboy is very poggers, okay? Would you like that small or large meal, sir? Okay, I get it. I get it. Food. I don't even eat that much. Why am I lying? Why am I lying? Why did I just say that? I just straight up lied. Like, for what? POV, you're enjoying a really good burger.
Moving.
Was that a burger? No, that was a sausage. That was a hot dog.
Oh, busted. Little cookie on the way to the gym. Now, this doesn't count as a meal.
Concerning a certain will spin. Oh, God.
Myself before you today to humbly submit my application for the first official oil badminton fucker fan triathlon.
It's not happening. I'm not doing a fuck, bro.
The reason I deserve to fuck or be fucked by you is because I possess 3 essential qualities.
This is so
I am
dumb.
Cute, supple even. I find your cringe genuinely charming. And I can take 14 inches of unprotected anal
Okay.
All of this, only at your behest, should you choose me as the winner of Fucker Fan Friday. I trust your judgment and will accept it. But only begrudgingly. You see, I possess another trait. In the event you do not pick me as the winner, if you choose to deny me the very pleasure that many chatters would gladly give their very lives to achieve, well, here's a little demonstration of what I'm capable of.
Time to deal some punishment.
So,
You are a bitch nigga. You are a bitch ass nigga.
Okay, alright, bro.
I hope that you will grant me access to those voluptuous zippers in that double-wide, mile-long, cracked-up cheesecake factory dump truck of a bussy. Now just set the parameters, decide a venue, and please have integrity. Do not scam us. The Fucker Fan Triathlon. This upcoming Fucker Fan Friday. You surely won't regret it.
I get it, man. It's not happening. How can you have a triathlon as well, bro? Alright.
Big oinky.
Bro! Stop using that video, please. Please stop using that video. Please. That's not me. That is literally not me. I have so many doppelgangers. Bro, fat and curly hair equals oil. Like that, I would not do that shit. That ain't me. POV, it's buy one, get one free on burgers. Oh, mate. Okay. doing that? Do you know what else you could be paying for right now? That is a really good deal. Hello.
What a disrespectful, fat piece of shit, yeah? Don't fuck with me. Out of mind. Don't you dare fuck with me.
Situation to be.
What is that?
Being skinny fat is the worst possible situation to be.
Is that a method of torture? Like, you must have to done some crazy shit to be put in the brazen bowl. Like, bro. Get out the...
The corpse regards you, lifeless.
Corliss, Undertemp, novice of the Absolute. Searching, hunting for weapon. Nothing was telling the truth. Didn't know anything. Scared the Yankee torture little house.
The spell's power.
Very well.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
Like, you must have done some crazy... You must have, like espionage, like, something wild. I just can't imagine, bro. I can't imagine, like, oh, are you going to the public execution this weekend? Oh, gee, I can't wait to see them, their body mangled by the wheel. Fuck, screw the heretic. For king and country. Like, what is that shit, man? Who wants to see that?
Cases, the poor convict was lifted up once their limbs had been broken.
Motherfucker would take dates. Oh, we're gonna go on a date this weekend. This courtship has been rather fine. Let's go to the execution. Where's the Chinese water torture? I like that one.
Wheel, while still alive or survived the execution,
I think it's
God.
interesting. Wait, I left for 3 hours and he's still at 0. It's not at 0, it's bugged. But seriously though, chat, you guys should check out !Hello. Actually, yeah, click my link in the description. And you can check it out.
Let's move.
!Point, HelloFresh. Whatever become my sweetest friend. Stop saying 0 out of 100.
What's in here?
My faith protects me.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Hey, good looking. Action, not reaction.
alive. I'd love to, thanks.
What to do? On my way. Cursed to put my hands on everything. Like that'll fit in my pack. The weapon stopped glowing. How odd.
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory. Dawnmaster Versailles. The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. Lathendarian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by Dawnmasters, esteemed members. The reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawnmaster Seed. Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawnmaster Stock. Dawnmaster Vasaid wielding the red. Dawnmaster Welkin Glory beckons forth the rising. That might be worth a look.
At least things have stayed interesting. Come on, open up. A Guardian of Faith spell. A remarkably long-lasting one at that.